Right, today we're going to look at number bonds to 20 again, but this time we're going to look at how number bonds to 20 can be used in our facts family. Sorry, I got distracted then for a second. So we're going to look at how number bonds to 20 go into our fact families and our part whole models. We're going to use 3 things that we've learned this year. So firstly, I need 20 of an object. I chose pencils today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, lots of browns, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and give me 1 second, I just want to double check this is videoing. Yes, it is. Good. Wouldn't that be awful if it wasn't? I've just done all that counting for no reason. Okay, so we have 20 pencils here. Now, my next thing I'm going to do, I am going to draw my part whole model. So I do a circle here, and then 2 circles coming off it, and 2 lines coming up. So your part whole model shows that these 2 parts here make the whole there. So I know that my whole today is 20. I'm not going to count them again. You'll be grateful to know. So 20, wing it round, then go right. That was a rubbish wing it. And then a 0. Okay. So then I would also like to decide on 2 numbers that I'm going to put there. Now remember, they have to have a total of 20. They have to add together to make 20. If it helps, I'll put a little add there so you remember. These 2 here have to add together to make 20. That's why it's a part whole model. So I'm going to choose any number, and I'm going to choose 3. 1, 2, 3. So one of my sides is going to have 3. Which means I don't get to have choice on what's there. I have to choose the same thing there. And it has to be whatever you add to 3 to make 30. 30? Add to 3 to make 20. Now, if you could do it in your head, great. You could use your fingers. Obviously, you know that 10 add 10 is 20. So then you know that 10 add 3 is 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's whatever you add to 13 to make 20. No, that's not right. It is. It's sort of the same. Ignore that. So, I'm very upset I messed that up. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. So 17 is what you add to 3 to make 20. I did have a point there that whatever you add to the 3 is the 7, so it must be the extra. But yeah. So 3 add 17. 17, at least I didn't mess up my 7. 3 add 17 is 20. Okay. So now I can use that to write out my fact family. So alright, so we've got, I'm going to start off with 3 add 17, nice and easy. 3 add 17 equals 20. Now remember, in a fact family that there are 8 possible fact number sentences that you could do. So I've done 3 add 17. Now I'm going to switch these 2 round. So I'm going to do 17 add 3 equals 20. And I think now I'm going to stick with my adding. I'm going to stay with adding. But remember, your number sentence doesn't have to end in the equals 20. You could have 20 equals. Then 3 add 17. 3 add 17. Then you could do that again. So you could also have, actually I'm going to bring him back. You could also have 20 again at the start, equals, and then switch those two round. It means the same thing. 17 add 3. So 20 equals 17 add 3. Now, this is where we get onto the inverse. If you remember what inverse means the opposite. So the inverse of add, the opposite of add is take away. So I'm going to start now by looking at what I can take away. So you can actually look at it and know it's not going to work. If I do start off with 3, so if I start off with 3 and I take away 17, because we know it's got to have these 3 numbers in. If I start off with 3 and take away 17, 1, 2, up. I can't. I've run out. Look, I can't do that. That doesn't work. 3 take away 17 doesn't equal 20. You can see that with the pencils. It's there. I've proved it. You can't do it. Equally, 17. This was 17, wasn't it? Take away 3. 1, 2, 3 does not equal 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You can see it doesn't work. 17 take away 3 does not equal 20. So it still has to make sense. However, 20, so this was 20, take away 3 does, so I had 20, look, I've got 20 there. I've taken away 3, 1, 2, that one tried to go back, 1, 2, 3. And what I'm left with is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I do know that if I start off with 20 and I do the inverse of add, 20 take away 17, I'm going to get the next number. So 20 take away 17 equals 3. And then equally, I know that if I do 20, so my 20, and I take away 3, I'm left with 17. So 20 take away 3 is 17. Look, if I had 20, I took away 3, I'm left with 17. If I have 20, but I take away 17, I'm left with 3. So you can see how it works. But that's not it, because remember my equal sign doesn't have to go at the end, because equals means the same. It just means the same as. So I can now start off with my 3 equals. So 3 is the same as 20 take away 17. Remember, when you're taking away, you always start with the bigger number. At this age, when you're not going into minuses, unless you fancy going into minuses, which I don't recommend at the moment because we need to get this right, you always start with the bigger number. So 20 take away 17 equals 3, or 3 equals 20 take away 17. And then the last one, you can see we've had 20 take away 3 equals 17, which means that 17 must be the same or equal to 20 take away 3. And there you see how I have used my number bonds to make a fact family out of 20, 17 and 3. So my number bonds to 20, I've used number bonds to 20, and I've made a fact families of it. And remember, there are 8 possible number sentences in your fact family. So yeah, follow the slides to see what you guys have to do, which is basically going to be pick your own numbers and do it yourself.